Okay, so this is how we're going to do the setup. I'll turn it on. FLX380. What we really want to be doing is we want to be working in expert OTDR. But before we go to expert OTDR, what I want to do is I want to press the right arrow to go into settings, go down to pass fail settings, go down to event right hand. I'm going to set up our splitter ratios there. 1/8, 1/4. So to do that, you can see that if we press the enter button, you can disable it or define your splitter. The bracket is surrounding the splitter ratio. If you press the enter again, center button, you can change the pass fail ratio, or down arrow. You can see the bracket is on the splitter ratio. We can change the splitter ratio, enter it, the brackets around the pass fail tolerance, which is 1 dB. You can adjust that. That's the pass fail tolerance for a 1/4 splitter. So the typical losses of a 1/4 splitter is, for example, let's just pull that up. 1/4 splitter is typically about 7 dB plus minus 1 as example, or 6.9 to be more precise. Once we've set that up, go back, go to expert OTDR, enter. Under test, we're going to first pick our wavelengths. I'm guessing you want to do 13, 10, 15, 50, which is the two lambdas you've got on your device. Auto setup off. Pick your range, how long is your fiber under test, including all the links you want to do. Pulse width, you need to adjust depending on how far you want to test it. I would advise start off with 100 nanoseconds. Obviously your range needs to be about 1.5 times longer than the actual length of the fiber. Start with 100 nanoseconds and see what the trace looks like. Either you can go up or down. I would revise to potentially on a 1814 splitter. You should be okay on a 100 nanoseconds. You could try 30, but it could get noisy towards the end. Alternatively, go with a 300 and you're guaranteed to get through. Averaging 30 should be okay. 60 will be long. Don't go to 15, you will get into problems. Keep the resolution high. Event thresholds, leave it on auto. Fiber, don't touch anything, that's just your indexes. Cables, default, you can change that from, obviously this is your launch and receive cable, so your launch cable is 150, receive cable is that, and go. I don't have anything attached, but that should do it. Have a look, have a play. The results that should come up, let's just do that. So if we go back to some files, let's have a look. Mine has now obviously got link map. This is a non-splitter. Let's just go back to a splitter event. I don't know if there's splitter events. Data X, there should be job mic. If we go to the event table, this has got link map in it, so no, it's not that one either. Files, job. There we go. LT, this should have it. No, it's not got it either. Crikey, I don't know where I saved my OTDR, I mean my PON system. Oh, there we go, that one should have it. There we go. So you should see something like that with the indicators here. You will not be getting that, the link map display, because the versions you bought didn't have the link map display, but you should have that trace file with the splitter indicators together with a pass fail. You can see that's a 8.3 dB loss, sorry, 8.3 meters with a 9.9. So that is a 1/8 splitter roughly, and that is a roughly 1/4 splitter by the looks of things, roughly, because we're looking at a 7 dB loss. Plus minus 1 dB is effectively 1/4. So that's more or less what you should be seeing, the 1/8 and a 1/4. but you won't see the link map. The link map, this is the link map, is on a different version software which you did not purchase. If you're interested in that, we can upgrade the devices quite easily. Okay, so it's important it's on the second page of your results. So there's your standard trace, there's your event table. Obviously that's just a length summary or link summary, and obviously if you wanted to recalculate, you can recalculate because your launch cable and receive cable might be defined differently. Okay, if any questions, you can actually see this is a good example. 300 nanoseconds, 30 seconds averaging. My range on this particular length was 6,000 meters. If we look at the length of this, there was 5,200. So your range should be longer than obviously your 500 test. The ideal is about a 1.5 of distance. So if you've got a 3 kilometer length, then you need to aim for maybe 5 or 6 kilometers. If you've got a 6 kilometer, 10 kilometer, go for about 10, 12 kilometer distance. Always have your distance setting longer than the actual 500 test. For your 1/8, 1/4 split ratio, 300 nanoseconds, 30 seconds averaging is important. Okay, let me know if this helps. If you want to call me, my number is, no, I'm not going to put that on the video just in case this gets onto the internet. Thank you. Get the number from Gavin. Take care. Bye-bye.